Okay. Roll call, Gina?
Here.
Ashley? Nope. Lisa?
Yes.
Amy?
Nope.
And myself. And Officer Holmes, glad to have you here. First order of business to approve the minutes from our May meeting. Any corrections or additions? Would somebody move to approve it?
I move to approve it.
I second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carried. Okay, old business, dog park cleanup. Went out there on June 8th. That, what's it called for the mailbox looking thing? Anyway, sanded that down and spray painted it so it doesn't look all rusty. And took some gravel off the parking lot, piled it in that hole in the back. And, everything was in pretty good shape out there.
Good enough.
So, next park, dog park amenities, the tetherball in the culvert are still not out there. And I don't know if, I thought it got ordered, but
Who was supposed to order it?
Gordon told me that it was easier to just order it through the city.
Okay.
So I gave the specs and everything to Leslie. And then I think she gave it to Amy. And I don't know what's happened since.
Okay. We may have to check in with Leslie and
Yeah.
kind of get status on that.
I think Leslie will be coming back tomorrow, maybe?
I would think so.
Yeah. So I'll follow up on that. And I know the culvert that they were gonna put in is going to be at their leisure, and they've been busy, so it may be fall again or next year, I don't know.
There may be a distribution or supply, problem too. With
No, it's sitting out there. Just a
Oh,
matter
we
of-
already have it here.
Yeah, it's been here for a year. Just a
So
matter of
it's
putting
just
it
the
out.
manpower, the equipment?
So it doesn't have to be ordered. It's actually here.
Yep.
Well, where is Superman when we need him?
Oh, bloody hell.
Right. You set it down. The ground is dry enough, it'd sit down real good. There's gonna be no tracks.
Or what was that, a super dog, what was that dog's name?
Underdog.
Underdog.
Poly purebred.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
So,
you're too young to.
Well, I know
You're too young
underdog.
to
I
do
know
that.
underdog.
Since our last meeting, we had the classification appeal. Did you want to say something about it, Lisa?
It basically was an incident that was, I think, resolved out of court, as you could say. It was, I think, kind of a misunderstanding, and we went through the right protocol, but I think there was some concerns with the way the incident had maybe been accurately reported, because there was a lot of high emotions as far as the person in question was quite afraid of dogs to begin with, and it basically was resolved that there is no clear and present danger at all to the public from this dog in the future, and that's basically what the laws that we've got established are trying to keep. The dog was given permission to continue at the dog park because the behavior that started the concern had nothing to do with behavior out there, and we just kind of came to the conclusion that everything is pretty much taken care of. The family in question with the child, they're settled that justice has been served and that safety has prevailed. So yeah, it was not exactly traditionally the way we anticipated the classification hearings to go, but it was the right decision under this circumstance. So there's a lot to be said for people that I think made decisions sort of based on what dogs do and what dogs are likely to do, rather than it just being a black and white thing, which was a very good thing to see. That's kind of the whole animal commission thing, is we wanted an opportunity for everyone to see the dog's angle of it as well, rather than just, okay, this dog did such and such, we need to euthanize the dog. And so I think it served it well.
The mayor chaired the meeting, the city attorney was present. Everybody got to say what they wanted to, and then it ended up very amicably.
Mhm.
So, good. And it's nice to have the ordinance from which to work from, and it turned out really well. Is there any other old business? New business, police report.
Not much for you.
This warm and we don't have stray dogs running everywhere, biting everyone, that is amazing.
Just one loose one on the east side of town, about every other week, but he just hops in the car and takes a ride home. So.
Good grief, that's
Um,
awesome.
Otherwise, we've had a coon issue up around Crestview Drive. Tanya at the fire department, she called me one day and caught the one, took it. I think she took it out to Sharpless and dropped it off. And then she asked if she could keep the cage because she thought there was more, and we caught a second one. And she still currently has our cage because she thinks there's a third. So they're just, for whatever reason, flocked to her address. So otherwise, yeah, we haven't had any bite calls or
That is great.
anything. So it's been a good summer.
Good. Good.
That's very good.
TNR, have you heard comments from anybody or news from anyone? I haven't either, so,
No, I thought we left it where we were gonna review.
yeah. See if there's something more.
Was it the council meeting, I wanna say?
Yeah.
Is the council going to continue to look at that issue, or did they just dismiss it completely
Well-
for this year?
They're completed from their view. Ashley was going to see if there was something that she could bring it up
Mhm.
again.
Good.
So, but I've not heard from her. Can't remember her last name. Ashley something.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Okay. Any other new business? Next meeting date is September 14th.
And you're going to be off fishing somewhere, aren't you, Doctor? You aren't going to be here. You're going to have your line in some Alaskan lake going after the salmon.
It's a good time for it.
Not gonna be in a lake.
Oh,
And you don't really care what we're doing.
I will be off the grid. So just wondering, do you want to continue to have the meeting? So we're welcome to. There's nothing pressing on the agenda that I know of. What we've done in the past is if something comes up, we'll have the meeting and I'll notify.
I
Leslie?
think that's probably the way to go.
Otherwise, go until October.
Yep.
So tentatively, the next meeting will be October 11th.
Boy, that's getting down there, isn't it?
Okay. Anything else? Move to adjourn?
Move.
Second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Pass.
Aye.
Thank you, everybody.
That's what you call a speed meeting.
yeah.
We know the storms are brewing.